guitar?
Well, I just finished a new guitar album. Probably not going to come out for another 6 months or so because there are other releases scheduled before that. But I think you'll enjoy it.
Well, I'm going to be hitting out on the East Coast. I mean, the West Coast. We're doing, I know we're doing up in Northern California. You still down in Los Angeles area?
Yeah.
Because we'll be heading out that way, and if some way I'll track your ass down, I'd like to invite you to see. I got a band called the Damn Yankees right now, which is talking about fun. It's Jack Blades, who made his mark with a band called Night Ranger, and Tommy Shaw from Styx, and a young drummer out of Cleveland, Ohio, named Michael Cardelloni, who's not only a great drummer, but his mother makes a killer veal dish, so I kept him in the band. And we're going to be out in your neck of the woods, and I really would like you to see this band because I think we're one of the rare units that really represents a spontaneity and a real fun-loving attitude on stage. These guys just let her rip. We have, I think, more smiling faces per capita in our audience than any 50 bands.
Yeah, and I can attest to that. And let me make an announcement here for everyone listening. Ted Nugent will be on next week for the full 2 hours.
That's right.
You're on next week, and because you're coming to Charlotte, you're coming to Raleigh. And
you're a marked man, Alan.
Yeah, man. Next week, Ted Nugent. I'll give, if Frank's okay with Frank, I'll give Ted your number.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
I'd like to. Yeah, Saturday, actually, the 19th, we're going to be at some place called Blockbuster Amphitheater in Charlotte.
Yeah, that's a great place. Paul McCartney will be playing their national worldwide concert.
Great. Maybe I can pick up some of them tofu hot dogs. And
yeah, we're going to be bringing you all over the place, taking good care of you, Ted.
I don't know if you heard, Frank, but Paul McCartney was just in Michigan, and he had the horrific mistake of criticizing me because I believe in hunting and being a conservationist and being a conscientious participant in nature. And I had to let it out on the radio just the other night that he and Linda are forcing their dog on a vegetarian diet, but Linda's been sneaking a little Alpo on the side for herself.
Oh, man.
Ouch.
And I understand it was frozen, and she's not taking it orally either.
All right, Ted, until next week, we'll have you on live for the full 2 hours, and it's great. Thanks a lot, Ted. It was great talking to you
Frank,
tonight.
Alan, thank you very much. Frank, the best to you. Give my very best to your family. You keep it up, and I feel very privileged to have spoken with you tonight, and I wish you nothing but the best, man.
Okay, I'll see you when you get to California.
I'll make it a point.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, Ted.
Adios, Frank, and Alan, we'll see you soon, brother.
Next week on the radio.
Adios, man.
Bye-bye, man.
Bye.
The great Ted Nugent. That was a surprise, huh?
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, man. Okay, boy, more surprises to come. Who's next? Who's next? Line number 2, we're going to Missouri. This is John calling East Coast Live from Missouri. What town in Missouri or what city?
Jefferson City.
Jefferson City. Listen, we can hardly hear you, man, so talk real loud if you could.
Okay. Hey, Frank, how you doing?
I'm doing okay.
All right. Just want to let you know you got a few fans here, even if it is John Danforth country. Got a 2-part question for you.
How is he regarded in that state?
He's very well respected. He's an Episcopal priest and everything. Along with Kit Bond, they're both really highly regarded. This is a major Republican.
Yeah, I'd heard that he was probably the richest senator, besides what he makes from being a senator, that he has an annual income of about $6 or $7 million a year from the Ralston Purina Company. Is that true?
It's in St. Louis, and I'm sure they helped get him elected.
Well,
2-part question about popular music.
Okay.
Right, try to talk louder. We really can barely hear you, so if you have to scream, do it, man.
Okay, Frank. Can you hear this?
Yep.
Okay. Is there anybody out there who is fresh and innovative and worthwhile and is not being exploited by a major label?
Well, there's a group called 11 that I like.
What's the name of that?
11?
11.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that about it?
Let's see. I'm trying to think of who else I like. I kind of enjoyed King Missile with their song Detachable Penis.
Yeah, that's getting a lot of airplay in Missouri, which is really surprising.
I know that there are groups out there, but I don't spend my life glued to MTV, so I don't stay in touch with everything that's going on.
Okay, I've got another part of that question. Is it possible for somebody who's starting out, and this is probably academic, who's got your talent and your drive, to land a contract and to put out an album like Freak Out and to play by his own rules?
Not in this day and age. If it would happen, it would be a miracle.
Do you think MTV killed or hammered the last?
Well, you don't get on MTV unless you're paying off. You don't get on the radio unless you're paying off, and you don't get a record contract unless you're doing something mundane. So, where's your future?
Okay, John. Hate to cut you short, man, but we just got to move on here. We got tons of calls backed up, and I appreciate it, John. Thanks for calling in.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Bye-bye. Let's go to Ken calling in from Greer, South Carolina, from our Rock 101 affiliate. Hi, Ken. You're on with Frank Zappa.
Hey, Frank.
I can.
What's going on?
Oh, I'm just sitting here talking to people on the radio.
It's a great feeling, isn't it?
Yep.
I want to just commend you on, I was watching some of my old tapes that I have of you. You were on Nickelodeon and with all those children, and toward the end of it, a little boy come up to you and said, well, what do you think, Frank, about people when they use what we call truck driver talk? Do you remember that?
No, but I remember the show. I don't remember that one question.
You told him that you should be able to use any word in the American language to get your point across the way it needs to be across. And I just think that was tremendous.
Well, I think that that's correct. Now, that was a show I was on with Malcolm Forbes.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah. I had a little conversation with Malcolm in the backstage before we went out. Nickelodeon, as you know, is owned by Warner Brothers.
Right.
And they had a release that all the guests on the show that were supposed to sign, and it read like a Nazi document. I mean, they really wanted you to give up all of your rights. They wanted to be able to take things that you said and repackage it into this and into that and all this stuff. And I took the release and I was scratching stuff out and just scribbling on it and modifying the contract because I refused to sign it.
Uh-huh.
So about that time, Malcolm Forbes walked in, and I'd never met him. I didn't know who he was. And for those of you who are listening who don't know who he was, he's passed away now. He's a multimillionaire and the publisher of Forbes magazine and kind of an international lunatic. He would do all kinds of crazy stunts all over the world, and for a person with a lot of money, he certainly knew how to spend it on things that were amusing. So this guy walks in, and I said, have you seen this? Look at this contract. This is a real hose job. He says, doesn't bother me. I've had a hose job before.
Oh, man.
Didn't bother him a bit.
Didn't bother no.
But did you scratch out your part and sign it?
Oh, yeah, I modified the thing. I wasn't going to do the show with all the stuff that they had in there. It was just stupid.
Very good. Do you do much with children, Frank?
I don't get too many calls to do children's programs. I got called to do this